wallet right now?
I'd say about probably $400 or $500.
$400 or $500
Something like that,
in
yeah.
cash.
Yeah.
Is that what you're always carrying?
I generally carry something like that.
In
yeah.
20s or 50s or hundreds?
Well, I've got a few hundred.
I want to see. Let's see.
You want to see? Okay.
Yes,
sure.
I do.
Yeah, well, most women do.
Ever feel like your money mysteriously disappears before the month even ends? Like you're constantly juggling bills and ramen noodles until payday? You're not alone. But what if I told you the secret to financial freedom wasn't some get-rich-quick scheme, but avoiding the money drains that keep you stuck? Buckle up, because we're diving into the 14 things even the Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett, warns us not to waste our hard-earned cash on. Get ready to laugh, cringe, and maybe even save your way to a brighter financial future. 1. Drinking at bars or restaurants.
I drink probably 5 12-ounce Cokes a day, and that's about 700 calories. And I've been doing it more or less all my life. I can't imagine anybody that feels better than I do. I mean, I'm happy, I enjoy life.
Many folks find joy in having a drink, making it a delightful part of a night out at a bar or restaurant. However, purchasing drinks can quickly lead to spending more than $100 in just one evening. Warren Buffett, the wise investor, chooses not to drink for a reason. Due to the various costs that the bars and restaurants need to cover, the price of alcohol tends to be 3 or 4 times higher than what you'd pay in a store. To avoid overspending on drinks, you can either enjoy a drink at home before heading out or fit it in your budget by cutting down on other expenses. 2. Debt from credit cards.
My general advice to people, I mean, we have an interest in credit cards, but people, I think people should avoid using credit cards as a piggy bank to be raided.
It's important to remember that when you use a credit card, you're not spending your own money, but borrowing it. Any borrowed money comes with the obligation to repay it, along with interest. For instance, if you bought a sofa for $1,000 using your credit card and didn't repay it immediately, you could end up paying more than $1,000 due to interest. Thankfully, proactive debt repayment methods, like the debt snowball approach, can assist in clearing debts swiftly. If you're debt-free, consider using your credit card only when you're confident you can pay the full amount on your statements. Or, take a cue from Warren Buffett and stick to using cash. 3. Overspending on clothes. Were you aware that Warren Buffett opts for suits tailored by a seamstress named Madam Lee? If you haven't heard of her, you're not alone. And this fact about Buffett speaks volumes. Clearly, he doesn't splurge on those suits, especially when compared to pricier options like an Armani suit. Buffett sees clothes as something to be worn, and as long as he looks and feels good, there's no need to shell out a fortune. To curb overspending on clothes, you have 2 options. First, you can steer clear of brand name attire and shop at places offering stylish yet affordable fashion, like Zara. Alternatively, if you have a penchant for brand names, consider renting clothes for special occasions. 4. New gadgets and devices. The rapid pace of technological advancement is remarkable, and so is the amount of people spend on new products each year. While staying current with the latest gadgets can be enjoyable, it might be wise to hold off until you actually need to replace your current device. A quick online search reveals that a new iPhone 14 Pro Max costs just over $1,000. Now, picture paying that amount every year, and think about what you could do with an extra $1,000 annually. 5. New things. In today's consumer-driven age, our days are filled with spending on both necessary and unnecessary items. However, let's take a moment to consider Warren Buffett's approach. When he welcomed his first child, he repurposed a dresser into a crib. For the second child, he opted to borrow a crib from a friend. The lesson here is simple. Why buy something new when it's not essential? Before making a purchase, explore if there's an existing item in your home that can serve the purpose. If not, consider borrowing or renting instead of buying. 6. Smoking. Smoking is a detrimental habit for 2 reasons. Firstly, it poses health risks. And secondly, it's a considerably expensive habit. Warren Buffett, despite living in a time when smoking was more common, never smoked a cigarette in his life. The issue with smoking is that it's often a regular occurrence rather than an occasional indulgence. Smoking several packs a month, especially if each pack costs $15, can lead to spending hundreds monthly. Quitting is undoubtedly challenging. But with motivations like your health and financial well-being, it can inspire positive change. Take gradual steps and persist, even if you encounter setbacks in breaking the habit. 7. Junk food. Dreams of chocolate, potato chips, cookies, and candies are not exclusive to children, but also resonate with many adults. While those familiar with Warren Buffett might mention his daily McDonald's meal as an example of junk food, there's a significant distinction. Buffett considers McDonald's his main daily meal, unlike many who indulge in junk food alongside their regular meals. Striking a balance is crucial. It's okay to treat yourself to chocolate or chips occasionally, but to safeguard your finances, ensure it remains a reward after a week of work. 8. They forget about themselves. When you break it down, the one person with the power to spend and earn money is you. You manage your finances and personal growth, which is why Warren Buffett, the esteemed investor, emphasizes that the best investment is in oneself.
By far the best investment you can make is in yourself. If you invest in yourself, nobody can take it away from you.
Essentially, the more knowledge you acquire, the more you can achieve, and the more you can save. For instance, reading investment and personal finance books or following educational YouTube channels like Investors Weekly can help you learn and strive toward financial independence. 9. Spending too much on restaurants. After a full day of work, the idea of cooking is probably not at the top of your relaxation list. This is where the restaurant comes into play. But unfortunately, the convenience and service come at a cost. If you're shelling out $5 for a meal you could whip up at home, it's common to spend 3 times that at a restaurant, totaling $15. Saving $10 a day can have a significant impact every month. Balancing a busy schedule can make cooking challenging, so discovering simple recipes using appliances like a slow cooker or pressure cooker can be a helpful solution. 10. Too many personal products. The market is flooded with personal products for various purposes: perfumes, makeup, nail care, skincare, shaving, and more. However, out of this plethora of products, what do you truly need? Take Warren Buffett, for instance. He, at over 90 years old, doesn't purchase any personal products. If you find yourself struggling financially and realize you've spent a lot on personal items, evaluate which products you can safely eliminate while still achieving the desired results. Even a modest $25 cut can make a substantial difference. Would you appreciate an extra $25 each month? Let us know by liking the video. 11. Cancel unused subscriptions. Many TV networks that were once traditional channels have shifted to streaming services. However, subscribing to individual services like Netflix, Hulu, Plex, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, and more can quickly accumulate. Determining what you use and what you don't can be challenging. One approach is to avoid automatic subscriptions, ensuring you only retain the ones you manually pay for. Another method is to ask yourself if you utilize a streaming service at least once a week. If not, it's advisable to consider it an unused subscription. 12. Not using your gym membership. As the new year rapidly approaches, individuals are gearing up for New Year's resolutions. According to Statistica, the top 3 resolutions for Americans in 2022 revolved around exercise and health. Unfortunately, the harsh reality is that many individuals invest in a gym membership to improve their well-being, only to let it slip from their priorities a few weeks or months down the line. We understand, though, that maintaining a consistent exercise routine is challenging, especially with a busy lifestyle. If you find yourself with an unused gym membership, it's advisable to cancel it. If you're contemplating getting one but unsure about commitment, consider starting with free exercises like walking, hiking, or calisthenics. 13. Leasing new cars. The sensation of driving a brand new car is unparalleled. However, that thrill might come at the expense of an empty wallet, rather than one filled with cash. New cars carry a hefty price tag, and leasing involves paying a substantial sum monthly for an asset that steadily depreciates in value. In simpler terms, it's money you won't recoup. The question arises, why lease a new car when you can purchase a used model that functions just as well but at a significantly lower cost? If we were to consult Warren Buffett, he'd likely advocate for a used car, considering that he himself drives one. 14. Gambling. Have you purchased a lottery ticket lately? Tried a scratch card, or perhaps engaged in real money poker with friends? All these activities fall under gambling. And while that may be entertaining, they pose a risk of losing substantial amounts of money and can lead to a serious addiction. The excitement of a potential big win can be a slippery slope that might result in a significant financial loss, possibly even homelessness. If you enjoy the thrill of gambling, ensure you only bring the amount of cash you're comfortable spending. In conclusion, making mindful choices in our spending habits can have a profound impact on our overall financial well-being. Whether it's reconsidering our approach to dining out, being discerning with personal purchases, or making thoughtful decisions about subscriptions and lifestyle choices, each step contributes to a more financially responsible and fulfilling life. As we navigate the opportunities and challenges that come our way, let's remember the timeless wisdom of individuals like Warren Buffett, who has demonstrated that prudent financial decisions, coupled with a focus on personal growth, can pave the way to a more secure and prosperous future. Here's to making informed choices and building a path to financial success.